Hey guys, and welcome back to another What If Here. Today we are doing What If Naruto was turned into a girl slash female part 5. Not really much happened in the last part because I was tired and, well yeah, mainly tired. A bit bored but mainly tired. And wasn't feeling that well either, so yeah, anyway. Yeah, if you want to know what happened in the last part, go and watch it because it's 2 weeks old. Yeah. Anyway, so pretty much like the rest of the time, Ruby and Kushina spent waiting for the Chunin exams to start the third part of it. She would just be like training in her like the Silen Arch Funjutsu. Can't really say it. Anyway, most of the other say like Genin that had that pass, I'm pretty sure pass like in canon. Yeah, and then like of course the only other person that will be there would be the Uzukage or also Kushina, because well she pretty much rebuilt it. Yeah, and if this is also the first part you see in this, there should be a link in the description below or at the end of the video, and the cards come up to and go to the playlist so you can watch it in order. Anyway, yeah. Well, the Sasuke would still be doing it, like training, which Kakashi would obviously get him to do the Chidori training and that. Yeah. Of course, Ruby being Naruto, Ruby obviously went to Rob also. She doesn't know the toad summoning, so she's got no summoning jutsu. Even though she can, thanks to her alterations during the Force of Death, and the seal which made her into a girl, she can at least summon her furry companion. And if you're curious on what I mean, well, I mean Kurama. It's her only furry companion. But yeah. Anyway. And, yeah. Anyway, so obviously, like, the rest would, when the Chunin exams happened, they would leave right about the final part. They would all arrive. Ruby wouldn't be late or charged by anything like that. She'd be there on time, as well. Her mum would quite frankly make sure she's there on time, because she's not going to want her to be late at all. So yeah, and so after everyone arrives, she notices Sasuke's not here, and she's like, well, his fault, I guess. He'll probably only be disqualified. And obviously, like, they would wait a couple minutes more before you then go, and you just start it going, oh, well, he's going to be disqualified. Yeah. And so, obviously, he would show that you round up the matchups. And, I forgot what else. Yeah, and like the entire Naruto and Neji fight would go the same up until just before she uses Kurama's chakra, because instead of using his chakra to burst open all the chakra points, she thinks, well, instead of giving it away, that she at least has made contact with the fox or show it to any of the other people there. She instead, well, decides to go a different route, which she's known for a while. Like she's had it. It was actually doing like a event in Walpole with training with Kushina that she and can actually learn of her having a second chakra, and which Kuma was kind of confused, and obviously he wasn't sure how can somebody have two chakras. Obviously, being a Jinchuriki is one way, but there is no other way besides from being a Jinchuriki. But then he thinks again, she thinks again, she's like, guess you could have got him and reflipped genders. Like, my chakra and that could have done something, I'm not sure, I don't even know how, not unless it could have been, no, oh well. Yeah, not unless I guess she could have been born with it, because she did absorb, or he absorbed at the time, a lot of my chakra, so, maybe, but, no, yeah, whatever. And so she'd she'd pull on her second chakra, or third chakra if you go first as normal blue chakra, second Kuma, third this mysterious one, which is like her chakra is blue, Nine Tails or Kuruma, her chakra is red, and Ruby's her second chakra or third one that she can access to is violet in colour. So she would she would pull on it, which would, well, at least for everyone else is just thinking, what's going to happen, you can pretty much call them matters, and just before the practicals them, just before the practicals them out, so you very high chakra spike is felt, even Orochimaru is kind of shaken, which is currently the Kazekage, always impersonating the Kazekage, as in Hiruzen is what can this be? I've never felt this before. It feels kind of like the Kyuubi's chakra, but it's not. And Kusuna's like, so you're, to herself, she's like, so you're using that, huh? Using that chakra instead, well, I guess it'd be let out sooner or later, and, yeah. And so, violet hue would then appear around as Neji's confused, why is that chakra coming from, as he tries, looking for it, but the source, but he can't find it, and, well, obviously being it, what at least, Ruby and Kuruma have decided to call it, which is Beast Chakra, which is just, it's pretty much just normal, say, tailed Beast Chakra, but obviously that massive construct of chakra, but with, damn it, I forgot what it's called now. Well, it's got obviously a body and intelligence. Yeah, but if you strip that away, then it's just Beast Chakra. And, Mantaran is a violet, a nice violet colour. Yeah, as it's around as she's well, I don't want to pour too much, because if I pour too much, I'll erupt into change, and I'd rather keep that form secret for now. I was gonna go, you're better off keeping that form secret, Kit, as, who knows who go after you the second they see that. Well, yeah, you probably have the Kazakage, who knows, you'd probably have missed other hidden villages after you, knowing that you don't, you not only have Kuma's chakra, like my chakra, but yeah, and it's yeah, I guess, and plus, I can always say that, they'll just be, just, hallucinating. Yeah, I guess so. As then, they'd start fighting again, but she has at least have some practice with this, so she'll know how much to pull before a tail is formed. And so she's pretty much she's very hard to find. Yeah, very hard to see as she's channeling chakra to her legs in such a way to improve her speed, and obviously in her arms to improve the strength of her thrown kunai and that. Which obviously this new speed catches an energy well off guard, as well, he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting his opponent to, do no, it was already revealed, yeah. Never mind. But yeah, so, he just wasn't expecting the sheer amount of speed to come out from her. And so, and plus, obviously, she'd be, well, she'd obviously learn some jutsu. She'd also learn her nature transformation, which would be wind and fire. Fire due to the fact that, well, Kuruma's chakra and her beast chakra would both give her the, from fire, the fire one. And so she'd run through some hand signs as she'd go wind style, great breakthrough. As I believe it's just a wall of wind that goes flying at him. Yeah, as try and, well, he'll manage to dodge it as, well, she's only using that as a distraction, as then she vanishes, as everyone's like, well, where's she gone, where is she? As now she's like, why she's not there, and she's not, as just as he realises where she's gone, she uppercuts him, as he's pretty much running dead low on chakra, as he can't move. And so she's pretty much proclaimed the winner of the match, as, well, yeah, the other those from the crowd being stunned, and who was then wondering what on earth that chakra was that she used, because it's it can't be the Kyuubi's chakra is red, not less due to the fact that the Kyuubi's also changed genders, that it's gone from red to a violet colour. No, it can't be possible. Yeah, as Kushina just looks over to the two Kage, and she is just amused that the Hokage and Kazakage / Orochimaru can't. Yeah, they just they can't figure it out. What's going on? What was that? Yeah, that is the Hokage. Go. Well, turn his head and go, Uzukage-sama, do you know what that was? So, yes, Hokage. Oh no, they just don't know. Whatever. Yeah. So, yes, Hokage. Hokage don't know I do, but I'm not going to reveal it, as it's her. It's her secret to reveal. If she wishes to reveal it to you, then she may, but otherwise I'm not going to tell you it. It's her secret. It is her secret to tell, not anyone else. As he nods, like, well, yeah, he goes, I see. Yeah, and obviously the last fights, go as in canon. It's just before, like, I'd say, well, yeah, just before, obviously, he became Sasuke to be out due to being late. He appears with Kakashi. As Kakashi turns around, he's like, I'm not, we're not late, are we? As he just sweat drops and he's like, well, you was lucky the Hokage gave you, moved it to the last match. And then, on top of that, gave you a 5-minute waiting period. So, yes, you're very lucky. It's like, yeah, okay, well, I see Tanman, well, do your best, Sasuke, as he will send into where the other senseis are there watching us. Or, like, no one else knows of Ruby, obviously, like, switching, villages. Yeah. Heck, he doesn't even know that the Uzukage slash Kushina is there. Yeah. And so, like, obviously, you'd watch the rest of the fight up until obviously, the invasion starts, when, obviously, little, what's it called, feathers start falling down, white feathers. He was like, that's odd. So you just do the hand sign and do release, as then they will disappear. Well, no, they would obviously like lift up and fly away from us. Just like, oh, I guess we're getting jutsu, but why? Like, why? That's a bit odd. As Kushina would then, well, as a explosion would be at the top, as Kushina would then pretty much appear next to her. She's like, well, it seems like Konoha has been invaded. It's like, what? Like, what? Like, well, it's like, what? The one promise that I did say is that I'm not, like, if you were to be, invaded or attacked in the last portion of the exams here, I'd not help in any way. Unless because you are officially under my, under Usushiro, you won't be able to help either. So, if they manage to not survive, this is probably going to be the last time you actually see Konoha, because it may not be here. She's like, as he goes, oh, okay then, let's head off. And well, they would like leave the village, as that was the one main thing, like, Kushina brought up, that she wasn't, in any circumstances, if they were invaded in the third part of the exam, she wasn't going to help out, as, it's only her and, like, say, two of her Armbu and, was it 2 or 6? I don't remember. But yeah, like, some Anbu and obviously a daughter, also like a princess, due to the fact that Kushina is the daimyo and the Uzukage of Uzugakure. I think, yeah, it's Uzugakure. Well, no, Uzushiro. Yeah, that's it, Uzushiro, not Uzugakure, Uzushiro. And so, well, like, they would avoid the snakes and this pretty much seemingly disappear from the battle at hand. But yeah, of course, well, of course, due to the fact that Ravi's thinking, where's Naruto? Where is he? Like, where's, yeah, like, where, like, what's going on? Where is, like, well, no, he'd know, obviously, I think, yeah, was it cashed out nose? I've forgotten who knows now. I think he does. And he's like, what, where did Ruby go? And one of the army guy that obviously ripped the entire army would obviously tell him that she's pretty much she swapped the village to Uzushiro due to the fact that it was, reformed and that her mum was the Uzukage and like during the 1 month that's where she went. And when they came back to participate during the last part of the exam, she obviously requested a transfer, which was done immediately. So and the Uzukage made sure that if we were attacked, they would obviously be left alone. They would just leave without helping us. Like, what? But it's like we don't exactly have a treaty, and that was going to be talked about after the exams. So it'd be, very bad if one of them died, or any like Uzushiro, Shinobu, Ambu, died doing, like trying to save Konoha. I guess so. But one of you's gonna have to go after Gaara because he's an unstable Chinchoki. So, the fights. Well, actually, also Dryer would also be in the village. Cause, you'd obviously and the old man would obviously tell him to stay put inside the village, as just in case something goes wrong. And when it did, but lucky for him, Jiraiya decided to obviously transform as him, so he's actually in the safety of the Hokage tower. He's there. So obviously, the snake, of course, he thinks, yes, I've got him, and then it's kind of revealed that it's not, and Jiraiya lets go. Jiraiya would let the transformation go, as it was when I was like, damn it, you I wasn't expecting you to be a Jiraiya. So he's like, well, I was expecting you to be here. As they would start fighting, as obviously Jiraiya would get the upper hand, as he's like, damn it, Sakako, it should be rampaging by now. Where is he? As the snake son also looks over, but he still can't see, Rampage and Wendell does. The Ambu, when Dry was there, he gave them suppression seals to suppress a tailed beast chakra. So because if he because he thought he may go on a training trip with Naruto Naruto or Ruby to train on her ability to use Kuma's chakra, and so he made those sales ahead of time and gave her some to the army just in case they came across a rogue tailed beast that, or a rogue Jinchoki that wasn't exactly happy with that presence and went and went like tailed beast mode, and they'd be able to slap it on, and obviously due to the fact that it's suppressing chakra, also the user would pass out. Well, not the user, it would be the person with the Jinchuriki would pass out from having the chakra, the tailed beast chakra forced back inside of the seal, whatever seal it may be. Yeah. And so, obviously, they'd promote, so as that happens, obviously, like, a couple of hours later, and they would have won, even though there was slightly more damage compared to what there would have been, but overall, everyone else is fine. Yeah. Damn it, I'm too tired. Yeah, anyway. And obviously, of course, Hiruzen is still very much alive as... Oh yeah, Dry took his place instead, but Dry is obviously also still alive. He didn't sacrifice himself to the first and second Hokage, because Orochimaru never bothered to bring them out. Yeah. And so, of course he still has them in storage. Yeah, I guess so. He has them in storage, and obviously, besides from his arms, instead of his arms being severed away, however that happened, don't really understand it, but he'd still lose function with his arms, so he'd still go out searching for Tsunade. And Tsunade's not exactly now travelling among the elemental nations, as after Kushina pretty much made contact with her, after obviously giving birth and being forced to leave, she managed to come across Tsunade, and so they went back to Uzashiro and pretty much rebuilt the entire place. And so, that's pretty much where Tsunade currently is. And so, none of his really spies know, because they don't really... they know the last time they spotted her was around the place where she'd catch a boat to go to Uzashiro, but Dry doesn't really think she'd be there, because, what's the point of going to Uzashiro? There's nothing there. He thinks, because his sensei, of course, hasn't filled him in yet. But yeah. Anyway, so obviously Dry, Hiruzen would call him and go, he'd go Dry, I think it's about time, I start looking for a success. I'm too old now, and as you saw in the last match, as you saw in the last invasion, I pretty much did nothing, just sat here because I was too old, and I probably would have died if I was, going against Orochimaru. And so I think it's about time you look for, I pronounced the next Hokage as, so it's like, and who will that be? Well, Richard Langtech. It's like, what? No, I've got my spine now to keep up, and that. It's like, yeah, but it's like, sorry old man, but I've got that to keep up. Plus, I'm also writing books and that, and I don't, feel like I'd be a good Hokage anyway. As who's it's like, well, who else? Because I can't let Donzu take the hat. It's like, I think I know. Just like who. So nowadays, guys, like, I don't think she'd become Hokage. It's like, oh, why do you say that? It's like, well, where do you think she is currently? It's like somewhere in the elemental nations. It's like, well, she's currently in Uzashio. It's like, what? It's like, yes. Kushina is also very much slow. She managed to meet up with Tsunade, and those two went back to Uzashiro and rebuilt it, and then a while later, well, years later, she sent a message to me to, like, specifically to bring, like, Naruto to Uzashiro, and like someone will be there to welcome us. And yeah, so to say, Uzashiro is rebuilt to how it used to look like, a very beautiful place. And if you're wondering where Naruto is, well, Naruto is not a boy anymore. It's like, oh? It's like, yes, you know that girl that was taking part, like, doing the first match, which had red hair. It's like, oh yeah, I remember. It's like, yeah, she is, well, was Naruto during the second part of the exam in the Forest of Death. Orochimaru placed a seal on her, on him at that time to block the Kyuubi's chakra, but something else happened and it kind of merged. Still, the respected thing happened, which she got knocked out, but it obviously changed him into a girl, and thus awakening her Uzumaki dominant, her Uzumaki lineage, and thus she's got access to the chakra change, and also, as we've seen, had red hair. It's like, yes, but that doesn't explain. It's like, what do you mean? Well, I saw her have, like, use violet chakra, and I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not sure that the Kyuubi's chakra is red, not a violet colour. It's like, well, the Kyuubi did also have its gender flipped from being a male to a female. But, well, like, who knows, maybe that's her chakra, like her natural chakra colour, and so she just so happened to, like, overrun, because it's like, yeah, but the person who she's against, Neji, blocked all her chakra points. There was no way she could forcefully open them all. It's like, well, she does have very high chakra reserves, and strong at that. They're very high, so she's got a lot of chakra, but it's also very potent. It's very powerful. So it's possible, but yeah, it's unlikely, and, well, I don't really know myself what, like, or how she has a third chakra. That should be impossible, unless it's like, what sense? Well, it can't be. I mean, no, it couldn't be. It's like, what sense? Well, I was thinking, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but I'm doubtful she'd be, she would be a Jinchuriki to another tailed beast, right? It's like, what? Have two? That's crazy. That would probably kill her. It's like, well, we don't know. And anyway, like, she's pretty much not in her village otherwise. Well, when she came back from Uzashiro, obviously she brought the Uzukage, aka Kushina Uzumaki, her mum, and also Kushina is also the daimyo, as obviously Uzashiro owned the island, which is Uzugakure, and thus they obviously have a daimyo and a was like a hidden village. So yeah, so this could be a problem if it's like, yes, if we don't sign the treaty, and due to the fact that the attack happened, we were going to finalize it after the junior exams, but seems like I'll have to travel there. But yeah, I'm doubtful Tsunade will come back to this village because it's taken so much from her and it's given nothing to her. Nothing in return, and plus, and in all of her relatives are in Uzugakure. So what do you mean? It's like she's a Senju and Uzumaki. Don't forget, she's what, 2/3 Senju and 1/3 Uzumaki. As her grandfather was the first hokage, and his wife was Mito Uzumaki. So he goes, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, and so, yeah, that's why. And so, she's got family there instead, and I'm doubtful she's going to leave a place where she's got a family just to come back here to be the Hokage of a village that took her future, her boyfriend, her brother away from her, so much away from her, but gave very little to her. Whereas, what she gave Uzugakure is, well, a knowledge of like medical ninjutsu, and to be a medic there, and obviously repairing it, and what she got back was a family, and a big one at that, as it seemed like. Well, when I took Ruby there, when I was last there, it seemed like a lot of people were very much still alive, however that may be. So what I thought is like, no, because I wasn't the last one. It seemed like there was a lot more people that managed to survive the massacre on their clan and village. Well, survived the massacre than what we thought. So yeah, as in go yeah. It's like, what about Kakashi? So, what about him? It's like, well, he's also, capable on, like, leaders, like, seriously, he's late all the time. It's like, well, it's like, yeah, he may be late, but, and just go, come on, try you the last one of the signings. Start pretty much low to konoha now, and do I go, fine, Sensei, I'll take it up. I'll become the 5th Hokage of konoha. As who is good. We'll get these things ready after after the other stuff, like after the village and that is repaired, as you would know. Just like, well, yeah, I can always just send a clone out to run my spy network. Yeah. Oh well, and this is where I'm gonna end it, guys. So if you have enjoyed this, like you've enjoyed it, search and you want to see more like this, subscribe. I see you guys in the next what if or video tomorrow, depending on what I do, and a good bye.